What's going on, everybody? It's your boy back with another reaction video. Damn it, thing is jacked up. Back with another reaction video. I'll be reacting to Fast and Furious Crossroads announcement trailer. So this is a Fast and Furious game. I was at I think they announced this at the Game Awards yesterday. I started watching it, and then I ended up falling asleep watching it. I thought about actually doing a reaction to it, and or not reaction, but streaming it, and I didn't do that because I was like, I've been meaning to start streaming on Twitch. Keep saying I'm gonna do it, and I still haven't. I've streamed on YouTube a few times, but never on Twitch. And I just fell asleep. I said I was going to make myself stay up, but then I said they'll put the trailers out on YouTube in the morning. I was like, oh, okay. And here we are. So this is just one of many that I'll be doing today. But Fast and Furious, I love this franchise. I love how stupid it's got. I didn't get on Fast and Furious until I want to say 2 had come out already, and I looked at 2 and I was like, this is alright. Like, it wasn't the greatest movie ever, but it's alright. So I said, let me go back and watch the first one. Love the first, even though it's basically just Point Break, but still, I love the first one. I like that way. It reminds me of when I first saw Pirates of the Caribbean. Like how much I enjoyed that. That was one at that point when that movie came out. That was the first time I ever watched a movie all the way through. Then immediately watched it again, which is something that I used to do when I was a kid a lot, especially with Lion King. I would put on Lion King, rewind the tape as soon as this was back VHS days. Rewind the tape and start watching again. I did that for months, which is funny because, well, maybe because I could barely remember a lot of things from that movie. I know the songs, but all the in-between scenes, I can't remember. It's probably because I haven't seen Lion King all the way through, I think since, I might have been 14, 15, and I watched it. It was on TV or something. I think I watched it. And that's the last time I saw it, which is it's a long time ago. People were born in or in college now. The last time I seen Lion King. But anyway, let's get into this. Hope this thing will act up. Computer been acting up today. But without further ado, here we go. It looks cool.
I'm going to split. It's the only way to keep you both safe.
Oh, it's actual story. I didn't think it was a story.
I know someone who can help.
Hey, ain't that the chick from
You ready to ride?
She was in Walking Dead, Black Sheep. I'm not gonna lie, I did not think it was a story. I thought it was like Burnout or something.
We want revenge. We want justice.
Hey, Michelle Rodriguez.
We're gonna jump onto a moving train. I got
That sounds like her. I think that is her. I wonder if they're gonna have a skin of Paul Walker. What? Okay, yeah, this is definitely.
When in doubt, do what I do. I've seen what you do.
Wow, they actually voiced this. I guess they got their likeness.
That's why I'm kind of terrified.
I guess that doesn't really look like Tyrese that much.
Do you want to stay amateurs? Or take this to the next level?
I love the insanity of it. Whose ever idea was to just make Fast and Furious just stupid. That man, I hope he had a raise. Because since what was it? Fast? Did they do that in Fast 4? Because I know Paul Walker became an FBI agent and stuff. But I think in Fast 5 was really the turn when they started just doing what it was like. You know what? You know that thing called physics. Get it out of here. Throw that shit right out the door. we don't need it. And then you have people who are like they're humans, but they're like superhuman. Even people like you have The Rock. You're like, okay, he looks like a real like superhero, like his body. But like the stuff he does, I was like, he should have died. Especially Hobbs and Shaw. Oh my god, which has a legitimate super soldier basically in it. Like, and I might well do a reaction to that movie. I've seen that movie. I know when I like a movie when I watch it, and then the next day or something, if I'm not doing anything and I'm just maybe looking at YouTube or on Netflix, Hulu, or something like that, or Disney Plus. Now, I'll just be like, you know what? I'll watch Hobbs and Shaw, and then watch it again. And then I've noticed I've done that 7 times in a row. If for it's a whole week. Every day I was sitting there just watching stuff, or I start editing a video or something like that. So I need to react to something, and then say, I feel like watching Hobbs and Shaw, and I just start watching Hobbs and Shaw. So I watch it all the way through. I've kind of gotten out of it. Like when I was younger, I used to hate being interrupted when watching a movie. Like if I watched a movie and then I had to stop it, I would always start back where I picked it up from. But as I got older, I was like, I stopped doing it. But now I was in shock. If I had to stop it for any reason and come back to it later on, I would stop it and start it right back where I finished it. And then probably watch it again. Oh, yeah, I might do a reaction. Because I was like, it's basically like, yeah, we just doing it. I know people like, it's that series. It wouldn't surprise me if they went into space. I've heard people say that. And that's true. If they did it and they was in space for some reason, they could, as long as it made sense. It can't just be in space. It has to make actual sense why they're in space. So if they did that and it makes sense, I was like, you know what? I'm cool. I was like, how you do racing? Let's say on like the moon or something and racing those like moon rovers. I don't know. That might be kind of cool because it's less gravity. So like, I don't know. I'm sure you can figure something out with that. But they did it in Pluto Nash. Shit. They had a decent little car chase scene in that movie. I like that movie. I don't care what anybody said. People get that movie so much crap. I like that movie. But anyway, back to Race Again. I mentioned, I thought this game was going to be like a Need for Speed, Burnout. Burnout's one of my favorite racing games in probably the past, I don't know, like in more recent years. Like Burnout 3 and Burnout Paradise probably my favorite. I played Burnout 3. So I remember back in, I want to say, I think when I was doing that Disney World internship in Florida, because I had it on my PlayStation 2 and I took it down there with me. And I remember I had my roommates who were playing it. And I remember one of my roommates, he was like, well, he was playing, I was like, that's weird how he wasn't drifting. I thought he was just turning and like going straight away, doing the straightaways. And when he saw me doing drifter, he was like blown away. He's like, I'd never played this game like that. Like I didn't even realize it was. I think that's one of the main things they talk about. They teach you, and in the game, early in that game, is how to drift. Because you keep the speed. You don't lose. Well, not keep. You don't lose speed while you're in the turn rather than just turn. So I'm like, yeah. How did you play this game? How did you win races? Because some of the races you have to do drifts in order to like. It's so. The other car, they're going so fast. Like you don't drift. I was like, how did you even? Like, I don't know. He was a big WoW player. So I actually I actually experienced him. When people say they seen people like piss in like containers or canisters or whatever, so they had to get up. He actually did that. And I remember I went off on him. I was like, why does it smell like piss in here? Because he had the container down on the floor and he didn't close it. And no one was in the house. I guess he had to, I think he forgot. Cause I remember he came back home and like, he forgot he had to go to work. So he was late. Well, he was late from leaving when he was supposed to. I think he got to work on time, but he was late. You know, he said, oh, I need to leave out by 9. It was like 9:30 or something. So you're like, I'm late leaving. You know, I was supposed to, but he got to work and on time. But I was like, when he got home, I went off. I was like, dude, I was like, why you? It didn't smell like piss in this. I was like, why are you peeing? There's a bathroom not even 20 feet from you. I was like, just stop. You got to stop regardless to pee. I was like, why are you doing? I was like, that game that addictive? I mean, like I said, even back then I heard that, like, who played WoW, that they gave us so addicted, they don't even get up and use the bathroom. They would get up and eat or drink. People pass out from dehydration stuff. That was the first experience I ever. We laughed it off. I was like, at least close the damn canister. Don't just. I hope you ain't using that. He's like, oh, you just put you clean out with bleach. I was like, yes, but still, just the idea that was that you peed in that thing. I was like, I couldn't use it. It's contaminated forever. I don't care if it's bleaching. Like I cleaned out. I had a bottle that had black mold in the bottom of it, and I looked. I was like, damn, and I put bleach in it. Even though I put bleach in, I looked at it. I was like, I can't use it. It's just the idea. It was gone. It was clean. I can't use it. I threw it away. It only cost like $2. Anyway, big like canisters like this big or something like that. I ended up buying another one. I just said I'm gonna make sure that I dry it out before I close the thing off, or you know, make sure just all the water's out. But anyway, yeah, it's like I said, I thought this was gonna be like that. It was an actual story here. It looked like you might actually get out of your car. I don't know if they're gonna have. Well, they're showing jumping from train. They might have sequences where you actually have to get out of your car and stuff like that. And it looks good. Hey, it's like a story mode where you're racing and you actually have to do some missions outside of the car. And that looks good. Maybe like a GTA type thing. I'm all for it. It's cool. Especially like I'm saying, that movie has become a video game. So, I mean, it's not any different or a superhero movie. It's not weird. It'd be funny. This is the wait. I can't say that. This is the reverse of that. Cause I say a video game movie, but this is a movie coming to video game, which those usually suck too. When you see movies and they get a video game that come out with it, like Superman Returns and shit like that, they usually are horrible. Or I mean, they're kind of fun, but the whole game as a whole is bad. But I don't know, maybe this will break that curse because people say that the video game movie curse has been broken with Mortal Kombat back when they come out 95, and I can see the argument. I like Mortal Kombat. I don't care what anybody says. I even like Mortal Kombat Annihilation. I have problems with it. I have the same problems with everyone else. They're just those problems didn't keep me from at least enjoying the movie for what it was. It's like I can't look at this. I still enjoy it and I still watch it, even to this day. But anyway, I appreciate y'all watching my video. Hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to hit that thumbs up button down below if you did. Make sure to hit that bell so you know when I upload new videos. Share this video on your various social media platforms. Make sure to comment down below. And I'll see y'all next video. Peace.